There are so many people who are curious about online businesses, but most people still wonder what exactly it is, how it works, and how people really get paid from it. So let's break this down in a very simple way. My name is Georgette Azar. I'm a nurse practitioner, dual certified in family and mental health, and also a digital business coach. And I'm here with amazing business partner.
I'm Tina. I work full time. I go to school full time. I'm also a businessman. So I definitely understand what it takes to thrive in social media.
Here's something important for all of us to understand, right? A lot of businesses today work by connecting people to services. These businesses, they don't invent everything from scratch. They actually operate as distributors. How does that work? Think about Uber, for example, right? Uber doesn't build cars. Uber doesn't drive people themselves, right? Uber connects someone who needs a ride with someone who provides the ride. The services happens, and then guess what? Uber ends, and then they pay the person who provided the ride. That is services right there, and that's how a business operates. My profession, right, as a nurse practitioner, works in a similar way. My employer actually connects me to patients. When I provide the healthcare services to these patients, my employer ends and then I get paid. So I'm also part of a system that connects people to value. That's how many businesses operate, right? They work through connection, services, and payment. That's why we in particular choose to build a franchise business in the digital space because this business follows that same simple idea. Businesses today, right? They need help with things like being seen online, reaching the right customers, growing their presence, and these are real services that businesses need. Now, this is part of what most people ask, right? What exactly will I be doing online? So, as a business owner, right, you're not inventing a new product. You're not creating a complicated system, right? You're not building technology from scratch. Neither are you figuring everything out alone. Instead, what you're going to do is that you plug into a system that is already created, which means your website is designed, your sales funnel process is built, your marketing emails are set up, you're actually connected with partnered companies that carry products. So the tools, right, are already provided. So you're not kind of starting from zero. You're starting with a structure that is already in place. So your main role is definitely to learn the process or learn the system, use the tools that have been provided to you, follow the guidance, and connect people to the services that we will provide to you. That's basically it. So you don't need no technical stress. You don't need complicated setup. That is exactly why we kind of always encourage people, before making a decision or to invest in a business, right? You need to take the first step by watching a free workshop because in that workshop, everything is explained there in very clear and simple way. Now, how is income generated in this business? Just like every normal businesses, right? Services are delivered. So here it differs because you don't need to carry products, you don't need to go door to door, you don't need to book your family and friends or go to Njangi houses because you're going to rely on a system that is already working. Okay. Now, after watching the free workshop, if you decide to move forward, there is a registration fee, right? Which actually comes with a 30 days money back guarantee. So you can actually register, you explore, learn, and make sure it truly feels right for you. So if you've been watching this and thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, but I still have questions, that's completely understandable and it's kind of normal. So we encourage you to send us a message. We'll explain everything clearly. We'll walk you through the process. And Tina's journey, right, is actually a great example because when we first connected, right, we didn't even know we both live in Maryland, even though this is a digital business that can be done from anywhere. So along the way, when we found out that we're kind of in the same place, we decided to connect and celebrate her first milestone.
For me, flexibility was everything because my schedule is already full with things like work, school, being a parent, and so much more. What I loved most was everything was already organized with step by step, clear instructions, easy to follow, and I didn't feel lost. I felt supported, and this is why this works for so many people, such as busy professionals, parents, students, because you are not replacing your life. you are building it alongside your current schedule, even just 1 to 2 hours a day.
Yeah, so you can see that it's totally flexible, right? And as mentors and coaches, we're here to guide you, support you, and help you build with confidence, right? No matter your experience. So listen, if you're skeptical, it's totally understandable. Questions are smart. That's why conversations matter. So if you're interested but curious, send us a message. Let's talk. Let's answer your questions. Let's help you understand everything clearly, because learning is where it all starts from, right? So you can learn and then decide with confidence, okay? We look forward to connecting with you. Bye.